I'm going to do a recap of today's Emily Rainica hearing, 12725, on her little school bus driver school board court case. The district attorney is prosecuting an employee of the school district for recording a wrongful termination hearing allegedly that happened after a school board meeting, with some questions as to whether or not there was a true executive session. So it looks like I took a ton of notes, so I'm going to go really fast and see what heads or tails I can make of them. So Emily Rainica, okay. Unlawful compel DA to prosecute Rickenbach evidence, Blair Henningsgaard, private attorney of Rickenbach, City of Astoria, therefore the police, Norwegian, chain of custody, compel recording, Zach Stockton Police Department, instead of submit to defense alleged Reg Blair did. Okay. No attorney, client privilege, Fiona Duryea, 18-year-old child, daughter of AJ Duryea, unfortunate to respond, no reason, subpoena, go to the bar about it if she was an attorney, Alex said. Alex Thomas, the daughter of the sergeant, who responded to the alleged burglary, which was really like a trespass at the hospital, unless maybe she took a pen or something. I'm not sure if she took too many Kleenexes from CMH or what CMH is all uptight about. But to harass strongly, how to pronounce my name. She freaked out that, and I think he was pronouncing it Rainica, and I think we're nobody's Dutch or whatever this name is. So like, you should just give them some grace if they're Americans trying to. And a lot of times they Americanize like foreign names, and then you have to unlearn your French in order to pronounce her name or whatever. So sanction Rainica versus Rainica, doesn't know what every student, guest, athlete, okay, 18-year-old, of Jeanette Sampson's conduct, time in question, statements tell jurors Jeanette Sampson publishing outside court to discredit and tell community I'm a criminal, demeanor and behavior, whether Sampson intimidate. 17 call Linda, witness alerted Heidi Wintermute and Ron Brown. Facebook post they need to pay attention to, get others to believe her, tell people present. Crime, pasting when it's not, Google search record, Lane, like not Oregon, case later misquoted out of state law. They misquoted, yeah, so she was misquoting non-Oregon law. Okay, calendar, harm and harass on social media, doesn't like accountability, is what Rainica was saying. Rhonda Hegman, school bus driver, original issue, illegal led to superintendent Craig Hoppes, which for some reason Alex wasn't even spelling that right in his name. He's spelling it Hopps. And I don't know if Hoppes is having a new identity, as in not the guy who hit Carol Epling with his car, but I'm not sure about that. But and even Stillman was misspelled, and I was like, do you do things on the fly, like talking them into a computer or something? I'm not sure, but it looks like he had just done it this morning. But decision to jail Betty Vincent Haler, caused originally issue, retaliation for the whistleblowing, experienced school bus driver, Class A school bus endorsement on top of the EDU district to have a tester certification, Rhonda Hagman, Beaverman, 2-year certification, school district fully licensed in Beaverton, time logistics, Boley, Seaside. So basically she'd reported Boley for illegal retaliation in Seaside, and then the Astoria people wanted to use that against her, like, look, she's a whistleblower. She's a bad person. Let's get rid of her. So they really misconstrued it as, like, she's the bad lady. So cool. She did. Hops, he was like, not how things are done around here. Like, how are they done? Craig Hops telltale. Rich Cohen Lee is the attorney for the Astoria School. Callan Sterling, basically a sort of like impersonated attorney for the school district, but is an attorney for the school board association. No knowledge, can't represent the school district by charter, but when they called, Callan Sterling called Stockton and basically confused Stockton, I guess. False claim to be attorney to the police when they called. Emily, this name, Nitschuk School Board Association, Holly Purcell. Emily Nickchuk reissue State v. Neff. Okay, conversation with Heidi. So then I just looked at the case file and started writing down witnesses of her original intent, and then it's like she piled on like 20 more people. So she wants Curtis Lane Borg, Ethan Myers, who now lives in Washington, and the Stellman memo, don't get me started, Amazing that Daily Historian is, as I explained to my YouTube, that the court doesn't want me to have any disability friendly data transmission of freely accessible documents. Got it, but piss off. Like the Daily Historian's just telling the district attorney, like, talk to the hand. So Ethan Myers, Ron Brown, Ron Brown wants to have Ron Brown as a witness, Alex Thomas as a witness, Paul Charles as a witness, Tim Haas, don't know where he is, Jeanette Sampson, Heidi Wintermute, Maritza Katsarubius, Sanchez, Jenna Rickenbach, Blair Henningsgaard, Conversation with Heidi, No Crime, Grace Lehman, Chris Cronin, president of the Oregon School Board Association, a story let's see, including assistant Kent rep, two adversaries. Oh, that was complicated. Motion to compel current litigation. Billy Eddy, executive sessions practices, was transportation manager and maintenance director for school. Could testify to the behavior of Heidi. Current litigation. House staff went out of bounds, maliciously prosecute with no crime. Jeanette Simpson charged at me. So there was an incident that Heidi didn't report to the police. Emily didn't report to the police when, in the presence of Heidi Wintermute, Jeanette Sampson charged with Emily. So this was kind of like, we're going to beat you up in the parking lot type of stuff at the school district. Marissa Flukinger, whose sister is Ashley Flukinger, who's representing Ivan the same day in the crazy little, like, prosecute the whistleblower case down in Bose Court. Craig's Hopp's assistant. Okay, Roxanne Hartley, recorded on behalf of school district. Roxanne Hartley, senior driver trainer, harassment by Betty Vincent Haler. Lynn Jackson at Meet and Executives, assistant high school principal. Educational, Susan Myers, investigator for the school district board, Oregon Ethics Commission. Investigated the school district board for the Oregon Ethics Commission. Inadvertent omission, Monica Walter, Oregon Government Ethics Commission. Violating executive session rules, alleged violation outcome. They went into 2 executive sessions, and there's something like erroneous of how they did it. And this whole, like, maybe it's the linchpin of this entirely ridiculous case is that she's said they didn't go into executive session correctly, and I think if there was no notification, something along those lines. Dismissed, misunderstood, critical pieces, applicable, sessions not noticed. So what I never understood is, why is it not just a protocol violation? You violated the rules of our little school board, but why are you going to call it a crime? I don't get it. I don't think there's anything criminal about a Facebook post with a live stream. It's just more like, oh, delete this, you're getting on our nerves because we hate technology and the Oregon state revised statutes are out of date. So anyway, 17 reasons properly notice. Those put on agenda for meeting. Determined there was only one. Invited in writing by Heidi Wintermute to the executive session. Monica's investment. There was no crime. Heather Bamin, Facebook group admin. So the Facebook group admin exchange with Heidi Wintermute and Ron Brown were all over Facebook trying to comment and then get Emily's post taken down. So this is like a Facebook flame war prosecution. Okay. Ultimately, Kelly Linder, something unsure of Brown, reported to Heather and tried to get the post down. 4 of them, some probative value, 5 or 6 school board present, a flaming jury, complaints agencies for a stray by factual case. Alex Zeman, like, I get confused. And I'm like, honey child, you better be confused. Because there's nothing cut and dry about, like, having 3 recused judges who don't want to touch your dirty case. Relevant impeached, school board asked to leave, posted. Law enough agents subpoena a judge, that was freaking him out. Took post down, saved recording, attorney-lawyer, attorney-client privilege, DOJ. He's like, I'm gonna get the DOJ involved. Fiona Duryea, Blair, private contracts, no personal hearsay. Why ask him to provide discon, city, and the whole other legal dispute? The whole other legal dispute. I think that's another veiled reference to epling, which I think she's being rather discreet about it, but it's flaming obvious that the $7.9 million is kind of like got them under the gun to have a witch to burn. Farfield, employment squabbles, irrelevant. But that's Alex. It's all irrelevant. Yeah, based on motions eliminated. This is great. Who gets subpoenaed?
So depending on who gets subpoenaed, then Alex is going to file motions in limine to kind of curtail the extravagance of their deposition or their and then she kept saying this twice. She was like, Alex is posturing again. I was like, posturing? What do you mean, like posturing? Like, she had a nice coat and nice shoes and nice trousers today. He always looks quite nice. Not reviewed his own discovery. I thought that said disco. And I'm like, disco? Disco? Okay, judge say Borg willing to come. Don't have to pay him. He's an expert witness. He knows about recording law. Info to share, relimits. Info will show to jury beyond a reasonable doubt is what you need to, and he will show innocence. Witness confused. He wants stuff for see nothing criminal about what has occurred. No criminal act. James Bronson, a judge. He filed the appeal in State v. Neff. That's who she wants. She wants this like really critical smarty judge, expert witness, to blow them out of the water. Applicable to this case, text from Heidi colluded and conspired messages to get rid of the defendant, to get rid of her. Okay, and then the historian, 12/18/24, this juicy thing got filed. I did not notice it. A motion to quash, journalistic shield, ready next Tuesday. Okay, so ORS 44520. And so what I gathered, I opened it up because I'm like kind of listening, and they put my face out so I can even like pay less attention. But I was like studying and listening at the same time. But Joshua Stellman filed this thing, which is basically like if journalists obtain information but they don't publish it, then it falls within a journalistic shield where it cannot be discovered. Love it. I think this is what that chick went to prison or jail for when the Bush Five were in a standoff about the Iraq War. The New York Times reporter, I don't know, don't quote me, but something along those lines. They were trying to compel her to give up her source, right? Is that the Plame affair too? The Valerie Plame affair? Anyway, ORS 44.520. Unlike, I really want to run into Stillman and be like, oh my gosh, what's going on with this case? But he would never tell me. Alex, yes. Not certain. Okay, she's not certain if they should go. So I'm hoping her trial gets put off so I can see all of Ivan's and all of Emily's. Okay, Ethan Myers in Washington, Howe. East State Board, Collette, David Beal, recorded executive session. So that's the historian, Josh Stellman for the historian. Wow. 34 witnesses, State v. Neff, exec improper, no protections, AG's reference manual in detail with case law, e-file motion, Hops misspell, compel misspell, January 27 letter. I was concerned about whatever got filed this morning. It was messy, but I couldn't read it all. Discovery memo, took important dissent. Little long, Stillman misspelled. As soon as filed, discovery motion to continue. Trial on Tuesday. Kathy Lazari, host, and Zach Stockton, not certified at the time. Any investigative report, he could not make arrests. Need to dismiss. February 4, issues early. She needs drinks and food. Not a problem, eat or drink. All right, so that was my Emily Rainica notes. And it all started with her asking that my camera be turned off on the WebEx, because evidently she finds my face too distracting. It's like my finished cheekbones. And when she's calling me a stalker, I just want it to be clear I'm not a stalker. I found her number through open records, called her, and she asked me for money, so I paid her bills. And I don't think she's making that even slightly clear what a nice person I am. And so being like verbally abusive to me, I have to just say I'm human shielding for everybody else she's been abusive to. You guys need to grow up and grow spine. I can take it. You can take it too. No need to send her to jail for being passionate and furious and alpha. Okay, guys? I hope she prevails, even as much as she's trying to, like, stab at me after. I mean, for God, we had hilarious texts about, like, one day Alex tried to put the WebEx straight up into his earwax, and I was like, what is this case all about? I can't believe any of these people get salaries. This is such a waste of the taxpayers' money, just so you know.